Well, what started as a pretty unconventional arena making its way into ranked has settled into a mainstay for the map pool in Rocket League. This is Neo Tokyo, and it's the site of the second match here on MLE Esports GG1. This is MLE, presented by APM Music. The next match we've got slated for you here is going to be another great one as we get up into the Champion League, and it's the Dodgers playing against the Flames. My name is Thunderballs. I'm going to be joining the cast here this evening with my good friend Novanta once again. And Novanta, we had a great series to watch just now between the Elite and the Demolition. I think we've got another one coming up between these two teams.
Can I just start off by saying the MLE theme song is so dope. Bright lights, big city of Neo Tokyo, the Champion League action. And yeah, you're right, the Dodgers and Flames are two different teams with two different goals happening right now. The Dodgers need to win this series because up and down the organization, well, the record hasn't been that favorable, especially in this one. They are ranked 32nd out of 32 teams in Champions League. Will today be the day to turn fortunes around? Only time will tell.
Well, and they need to. They've reached the stage in the season where they've got matches left to crawl their way back, but it's got to start now. You really can't waste any more series dropping further behind when they know at this point they're probably looking for a wild card spot in playoffs rather than a direct qualification, because that would be a very tall order for the record they've got now. So it's about cranking out these game wins and upsetting some teams that, like the Flames here, people might think are the favorite, but as we saw in the previous match, sometimes that script can get flipped between teams and on paper doesn't tell you the whole story.
Oh yeah, the Flames are having their own frustrations, ranked 25 or 32nd in this league as well. Look at the climb up right the ranks. They may think the Dodgers may be an easy win today, but you're absolutely right. When you're at the bottom half of the table, each game, each series becomes an absolute dogfight because you want to be the one that dropped 5 games against a quote-unquote weak team.
Fair point, and well, I think at that point, we just get the players on the field and get this match ready to go. I think they're all ready to play here, ready to get engaged on this Champions Field matchup. But as we invite them onto the field, as I did in the last series, I'll ask you again for this one who you might see as some standout performers we could see throughout this series, because your last prediction of Froggy ended up being bang on.
I like looking at Galactic. He has to work with Sleeky here. Sleeky has a little bit of a control issue when it comes to the top half of the pitch. So it'll be all Galactic here for the Dodgers, and of course, on the Flames side. Maybe Paz may have some tricks up his sleeve, and that's what I'm looking at this go around.
Well, he's getting up to his tricks early here as the Galactic has to steer one away. Pav driving that Esper, a pretty unconventional choice, which actually came packaged when Neo Tokyo arrived in the game. So maybe Pav trying the intimidation factor here. Oh, what a nice shot to the side there, beating Sleeky on defense, and that's the first goal for the Flames.
Oh man, look at this juke right here. So dirty. If I had plurals, I'd be clutching them. 1-0 Flames.
That was a really nice opener for this Flames team, and the Dodgers now got a little bit of work to do with only 30 seconds played. They're in the attacking zone and trying to answer back. Sleeky, a nice chip. Nice into the center again, but far too quick for Galactic to grab that as he sends it back into the middle. Galactic in the corner, trying to get it centered for Sleeky, who's waiting with bated breath in the back of the field. Oh, an awkward touch there. Sleeky might have an opportunity as this goes high. Off the crossbar, Galactic with the follow-up, but not there, and the Flames get away with one there. That was awkward in the midfield, but they just get out, escape. They almost find a goal the other way. This is really back and forth here as this game heads into pace.
Yeah, we have scored a goal that earlier. We had two teams that really want to fight. There's a bit of a let's pick up the pace, guys, conditioning bonus, if you will, and the Dodgers are looking to no avail because Wolfie got himself on the board. 2-0 Flames here. You see, the Dodgers were caught out of position, trying too hard to do too much too soon, and the Flames made them pay. 2-0 Squad Orange.
Definitely capitalized on the overextension there. Did the Flames, and the Dodgers can't afford any more of those, now down 2-0. Here's kickoff number 3. That's a convincing win by Galactic, who's got a follow-up. Pav nicely challenged, and now they're going to look off the side wall here. Goes for the slow play, can't get it over top of Sleegy. Nice touch by Wolfie in the mid, just keeping the threat away. Wolfie in the corner. Galactic sends that mid, gets the extra touch, but it's off angle. And Sleeky so often here, waiting for those passing opportunities to come from Galactic, but they're never quite in the right spot.
Yeah, that's kind of work so close, but it wasn't close enough. We were talking about that, giving Sleeky the service to score. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's Galactic or the other team there. Sleeky's outside, he's waiting for it. It was an awkward clear by Pav there, not quite enough. Sleeky's there. But I gotta be honest with the Dodgers, you can't sit there and wait for service all the time. If you're Sleeky, you gotta make goals happen on your own, or else you're always gonna be behind a goal or two in Champions League action.
Well, he made one happen there for sure, getting a nice quick shot. Now they're looking to add even more here. Galactic sending another one towards the mid, and Sleeky can't follow. Big challenge in the middle of the field goes Pav's way, and now that's kicked towards the center. Sleeky gets the boost stolen away, but gets the ball control. Good economy there to keep that ball away from their end, but he's going to be trapped now with no boost on the retreat. Pav with a big challenge, going to be followed by Wolfie, and a loss of boost there kept Sleeky trapped away from being able to play defense.
See, that's what happens. You have your second player as a second option. Pav had it, almost got stuffed out, but Wolfie's right there, the right flank for him, ready to go. Positioning is key there. 3-1 Flames.
And the story of the last two goals we've seen is just nice follow-ups and extra efforts from players on both sides. Let's see if that continues to be a difference maker as the Flames grab control in their end and head down the Dodgers' way. Wolfie eyeing the passing opportunity, gets demoed for his troubles. Now the Dodgers have a chance back the other way. Sleeky trying to find the demo there. Gets caught off guard by Pav moving out of net. And now the Flames are challenging back the other way. Pav with a nice touch off the sidewall, trying to follow his own play. But Galactic, I will say, has been really doing a good job of controlling aerial play against this Flames team.
There's something to be said. I think Galactic is covering so much more ground for the Dodgers, which may be giving him some opportunity to score, or at least set up the score here, but he has to make it connect. I mean, you can only just pat the ball around a couple times before you have to make a decision to pass or shoot.
Well, the shot there not quite threatening enough from Sleeky, as again he was low on boost coming off of the sidewall, and now the Flames are threatening again. Wolfie slams one, but too high. Galactic with a dribble opportunity, nicely challenged. There's a demo in the backfield as well. This is a big chance for the Flames. There's the pass off the back wall. Oh, Wolfie opts to peel though. Oh, and misses the touch. That's gonna squirt its way in. How did that turn into a Dodgers goal?
Yeah, that's definitely one of those goals you sit there and you tell your teammate in the comps, my fault, my bad. He was there, the pistol was there, just off in his reaction time, and just like that, the Dodgers have a second one.
And they bring it to within one with a minute and a half left to play. It's a decent position for themselves, but they want to find one more, and that's not a good start. Pav has got a chance back the other way. The axle lock on the line, and Pav just muscles Sleeky off of that ball to add a fourth.
Yeah, that's what Sleeky gets for ball watching. You have a little bit of a hit there, cleared right down the middle, couldn't get back in time, and he made him pay for it.
4-2, and that's the insurance goal the Flames desperately wanted. Dodgers in a much tougher spot here now. And Sleeky's going to try to fight their way back. Maybe a follow-up touch here. Doesn't get quite the pop he wants. And it's Wolfie dribbling into the corner. Galactic shadowing. Here's a shot opportunity. Pav gets sent away. That's a high aerial dodge. Galactic finding the challenge there. Thought for sure they were too high to make the save. Got away with one, and now the Dodgers, they've got a chance, but they really have to make a goal happen now if they want this 2-goal comeback.
I mean, the possibility is definitely there. They have been a lot more in unit and tandem than they have in the first half of the game, but the Flames have a bit 2 goals, and the way the goals have been scored right there, I don't think they have a comeback on the Dodgers side. I'm still edging it for the Flames for game 1.
Well, they're making that case for themselves here as Wolfie, long aerial, Galactic awkwardly off the backboard, and Pav finds a lob from the middle of the field and just makes its way home for 5.
Can't knock him for trying, man. He did a lot more effort than I would have, but sometimes Spider-Man is late to the crime, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not such a friendly neighborhood there as the Dodgers net, as it's getting scored on pretty consistently here from the Flames team. And Sleeky trying desperately just to get some momentum back for this Dodgers team. He's got a chance here. Shot opportunity, nice placement there off the left post, and the Dodgers get one back.
Hey, clinical finish. There's the one that's up the tide going for the Dodgers. Hey, they may work out for them in game 2. But I love the fact that he's able to fan it in there for a goal. 3-5. The Flames on top.
Well, it's an outside chance, but that goal makes it possible. If they can find a kickoff goal here, maybe a goal within the next 5-6 seconds. It's unlikely, but that's what the Dodgers need to do. Here's a chance now for Sleegy. There's a dribble attempt. Galactic with the follow-up shot. There it is. And just as I say it, this is all the more realistic now. They're within one with 7 seconds.
We talked about the ground that Galactic covers. He was already in the back. Gave him the perfect opportunity to dart right to have a shot on goal. Props to Galactic. He made that goal out of thin air.
Nicely challenged. Good pacing on the kickoff play there to give themselves an opportunity. But this is major trouble. They need to find one more, and they've got to do it on 0 seconds. Sleegy pops it up. Needs to keep it off the ground. Oh, this is trouble, though. A pinch heading the wrong direction for the Dodgers. Pav's going to be first to it. This is still up in the air. And finally, drops down the Dodgers. A valiant effort, but they couldn't level it, and the Flames take game 1.
Not sure if you consider it a Rule 0 or Rule 1, but that 0-second goal is always tense. Maybe it could have been a tight game, but it was for naught. The Dodgers have a lot of questions they have to ask themselves. What do they want out of the series? Do they want to beat the Flames? Do they want to keep the split series? What exactly is their goal here? Because the Flames have covered them in not only distance and shot attempts, but in outright speed. They have zipped around Neo Tokyo like they own the place. And without any kind of answer for that, the Dodgers are going to have a bad time.
They absolutely are. The beginning of the game very often was the story of Galactic leading the charge, especially in the air, and trying to generate shooting opportunities for Sleegy to follow up on, but the ball never found its way into the right spots for that to happen, and there just wasn't enough variety, I think, in the Dodgers offense. I think where they're going to find success is changing that strategy. You can attempt those plays, but you got to mix in dribbles, mix in longer shots, maybe some plays off of the wall, because it was too narrow an approach on offense, and the Flames benefited from being able to score in more inventive ways.
You make a good point. If you're going to go with the 1-1 formation that have Sleegy be your sniper there, that's great. But Sleegy has to confuse the defense. Maybe play up a little bit, play back as a fake defensive marker, and give himself more opportunities to confuse his opposition. Right now, it's like he's sitting there waiting for meal, like it's at the soup kitchen. It's not going to work with a team as good as the Flames.
No, there wasn't much to eat there for Sleegy in the middle of the field, and let's see if that changes. We head into game number 2 at Neo Tokyo, with the Flames taking a 1-0 lead and taking advantage here off the kickoff. Galactic is in a spot of trouble, but gets given a lot of space to find his way out. Car change as well for Galactic, opting for a more, let's say, low-profile approach, just a clean octane, and it's going to be trouble here. That car change not proving to be fruitful early on as Pav finds another one.
Decent enough clears, quite unlucky. Just have it open for Pav there, but nothing to worry about. I think that they did the best you can do given the circumstances for the Dodgers.
And Pav really proving themselves to be a very formidable striker, finding quite a few goals in that previous game and already one here with only 20 seconds. It feels as though they, of the two players, are always leading the charge for the Flames, and Wolfie playing more of that supporting role so far.
Yeah, that Esper is so annoying, so OP, so effective, you know? It's just like, it gets in your hair, it's faster than you think, it covers a lot of ground, and maybe that makes a difference there.
Well, there's a difference of players as one gets demoed on the field and Sleegy respawns into a trouble situation, but finds a touch. Looks for a challenge in the mid as Wolfie fakes. Now it's slowed down to a halt. What a challenge there from Galactic. Is going to find its way in, and a great 50 in the midfield makes a goal and a tie game.
Yeah, if you're going to confuse one player, just don't sit there too long and try to dribble the other. You got to make a move happen, and then Galactic just cherry-picked him for the goal himself. We're level now.
And only a minute off the clock. Again, these teams finding early goals for themselves. Let's see how that pans out moving forward with Galactic grabbing the side boost and control. Not challenged just yet. Oh, challenged there in a big way as Wolfie takes them down. Forced to respawn back in that end. That's a good pass into the mid. Wolfie smart there. Oh, Sleegy looking for the redirect on the other end. And this could be the new approach from the Dodgers. That's something we did not see in the previous game as far as attacking attempts go.
That's what I'm talking about. Just have Sleegy be the person there as a second option, just enough to draw the defense when necessary. Didn't work out in their favor, but I love the thought process here.
And the thought process for the Flames, meanwhile, is just keep winning games. They've got a 1-0 lead, but they're threatened in a different way here now by this Dodgers team. As here comes Galactic off the side wall. Demo in the midfield is going to remove that second attacker, and that takes all the pressure off the Flames here. I haven't seen many demos. Oh, this could be a big play. Pav, though, doesn't have the boost to follow up. And that was an opportunity there for the Flames, just gone by the wayside. Now the Dodgers back the other way. The shot blocked initially, and Wolfie's there to follow up. A couple of close chances here, and the defense is really standing tall when they need to.
Yeah, that could have been a shot on goal for the Flames, but the Dodgers got back there in time. Props for Wolf for taking to the house, though, because once you have an opportunity like that, ball on the line, looked like everyone was kind of out of position. You got to go for it. No time to think about it. But it's not enough. Here comes the Dodgers, 2-1, Galactic with a bomb.
Well, Wolfie, given no time to think about that defensive play, just slammed over their head and past them before they could even blink. That's a nice hit from Galactic in the middle of the field. And the Dodgers take a lead in a game where they desperately need it. Head into kickoff number 4 there. Ooh, that's a nice chip into the middle, though. Pav, does he go slow? He does. Sleegy was wise to that. Galactic gets bumped into the ball. Nice touch there. Following up. They get one more, but what a touch defensively. Oh, the Flames doing great work there when they needed to. That was so close to being another goal for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I was just about to remark at that last goal exchange how important it was to have Sleeky give the service to Galactic, because he's able to get himself the mid-goal as quickly than possible. But what we saw was quite the opposite. See, Pavis has been absolutely amazing, especially with that little Esper there. Hitting it, knocking a counterattack, stopping in his own, and he has his own counterattack. A little bit of effort there. We're 2-2, we're level. No, I was going to say that once you have Galactic as a scoring option as well as a service option, and Sleeky vice versa, it might open them up to more opportunities. But it looks like the Flames are still in control.
It certainly looks that way, and it's been Pav leading that charge, getting another goal in this game and really stacking on the MVPR. Oh, Sleegy. That's a close chance there as Galactic looks for the slow play. Almost popped into the middle. And yet again, the Flames are there to keep that out of the shooting lane. Wolfie with the dribble. Steered back the other way. This is a really back and forth affair. This game is tied, and both teams having scoring opportunities for themselves, but it's really good defensive play, particularly from the Flames. Oh, yeah. What a flick there. Wolfie gets a double jump over top to find the lead for the Flames.
You know, we've been singing the praises of Pav all series, but Wolfie's been doing the dirt work, breaking up counters and scoring in the zone. A little bit of finesse there. Shout out to Wolfie, y'all.
Big shout out to that player, and they have been doing solid work for this Flames team and giving them the lead in game number 2. That's a big kickoff win. Pav, the effort there, surely. Galactic will find it, no! Gets too fancy on the aerial. This is going to be bombed back down the other way, and the Dodgers really missing an opportunity there. Give it to the Flames instead.
Yeah, that was a goal for them on a silver platter, but Paz makes them pay for the miss. Going cross country, and he's dancing on goal because he knew that was a bomb.
And that's going to be a 2-goal lead again. The Flames finding one when they need to get some comfortability in this series, and they're looking to take a 2-0 lead pretty convincingly here. There's a challenge. Oh no, could be headed goalward again. It's wide as Sleegy off the back wall, leaves it for Galactic. Galactic missing the challenge there. This little tic-tac passing play cut off, though, by Pav. That's trickling down in front of the net. And Galactic, not the most advisable option on that defensive play, I don't think.
I'm not sure he was going there. It looks like he was going to clear up the line, but his positioning made it look like he was trying to do it force. Maybe try to pick out right of goal, but just not enough juice on it. Own goal, 5-2 the Flames.
And that's really tough here. They wanted to find that goal and just give themselves some kind of momentum, and instead, an own goal is about the last thing you want to see as the Flames in complete control. Sleegy bombs one from downfield. Now a follow-up from Galactic. They might still have a chance here. That's a great pass into the mid and a bump. There's the play the Dodgers have been looking for so long as Galactic sets up Sleegy.
A goal that will even make Sleegy smile. That's what we're talking about. A ball right in front of goal. And here's my man with the goal in the bottom right corner.
Well, is it going to be enough? The Dodgers team need 2 more, and they've got 37 seconds to do it. It's a smart kickoff there from Wolfie, who was wise to the slow attempt there from the Dodgers, and now Flames are back the other way. That's a decent challenge there if Sleegy can follow up, but Pav shutting that down. Oh, demo attempts there, bullying the players on the back line. These are fakes from both players, and the Dodgers get that out of the zone. The Flames showing so much confidence on the field, but Galactic, what a shot! The air roll.
Spicy!
That was spicy.
On the right side. It says, I'm going to do this backflip action. Hey, look, buy that poster now for $9.99 on eBay. That was a cracking shot.
Oh my goodness, yeah, the Kraken got released. That was an amazing shot, and that really opens up the Dodgers' chances here. They've got 10 seconds left. That's a big clear that's going to make their lives pretty miserable, but this is so familiar. It's 5-4, their time winding down, and yet again the Dodgers have got to do it to try and tie the game. Pav's just going to box them out on that one, and that looks like, at the end of it, a different game through, but same end result as the Flames take it by 1 goal at the end.
Yeah, definitely the Flames have deserved them to have the 2 games in this series, and Galacticos have a bit of an opportunity to show up and pop off, as they say. Hey, the Dodgers right now, what I'm thinking about doing is finding ways to get Galactic on top of goals. I'm just thinking, use that longer base, dodge forward, put your shoulder down, get more demos, open up pathways for Galactic. He's ready to go if you give him the opportunity.
Well, he was certainly ready to go with that highlight we saw in that last game. That shot out of the corner coming out of nowhere. And it was such a unique mechanical play. It actually ends up being a backflip upside down, getting a 104km/h shot. That's just nasty from Galactic. And if you can find a play like that and use it to manufacture some confidence for your team, that could be a huge difference maker, but they've got to carry that forward into the next game.
Man, that shot was so nasty, but it caused Grandma and apologize. Here's your chance for Game 3 to action to give Galactic more chances like that, because all he needs is a space.
Well, and he needs his supporting teammate who was there this time when Galactic popped that ball out into the mid, so he was in the right spot to capitalize. So the ingredients are there and the recipe is set, but they just got to make this dish and use the Flames to heat it, because it's time to make that happen. They're down 2-0 in the series, and they are out of chances if they want to take this one. So as we head into game number 3, the question is, can the Dodgers put these parts together and find themselves a game win?
And if you're the Flames, you got the foot on the neck, don't let up. Just like that, 4 seconds into game 3. Have his ready to go on the right side off that 50, and then, okay, a shot could have been blocked, but you know what? Having it on goal so early in the game is just playing with house money at this point.
And you'd be hard-pressed to call that a strictly an own goal, more of a forced error there. There's great power on the shot, and Galactic just flipping the wrong way, not getting behind the ball. But these Flames, they really, as their name would suggest, get off to a hot start in all of these games and find an early goal. But it's Dodgers back the other way, walking one in. A little bit of bump in the middle of the field there opens up some space.
Credit for the Dodgers for not being deterred. Galactic's going in the middle of a 3-man weave almost, shooting it right. We're level. 20 seconds have elapsed. We got 2 goals already here in Neo Tokyo.
And again, we find ourselves with a tie game and very little off the clock. It seems like every game, these 2 teams are chopping at the bit to find early goals, and then they settle into a rhythm after that. So here is the Flames coming into the corner, tie game, demoing the player off of there, but Sleegy's going to get this off the side wall. Sleegi, nice chip around one. Can he get back to it? Just barely. It's Galactic trying to get that out of the zone. Does. It's a pretty nice clear there. Galactic, oh, missing the touch. Pav had an opportunity for a redirect. Sleegi, and this is the rhythm I was talking about. They score those early goals and then they settle for a little bit.
A little bit of a ball bouncing back and forth, trying to find, oh, classic mistake that got punished. Pav is there. He saw Galactic go up. He probably thought it was going to be a clear. He's ready to play the clear, but when it didn't happen, he says, I'm going to at least try to make it in there. 2-1 Flames.
And by the narrowest of margins, that almost was out of shooting position by the time he got to it, but just barely found it. And it was an odd mistake from Galactic in the back end. That's been a couple now, where it's defensive efforts that just aren't panning out, and that can often be a red flag of the mentality of a team really breaking down. I think the Dodgers are feeling it here as this Flames team continues to put pressure on.
It's a telltale sign, though, with all these shots on goal. It's usually Galactic on the last man back trying to help clear off the line. When you have doubles, you got to make sure guys are rotating on defense as well. I mean, that's a critical area there. One guy can't do it all, and you can tell Galactic's covered a lot more ground in this series than his partner has.
Well, trying to remedy that. Great save there from Sleeky, and that's the contribution that he needs to make. But Galactic, that's a big counterattacking touch miss there out of the corner, and now it's going to be the Flames gathering it. Galactic, oh, looking for a cheeky redirect there. Middle of the field, Pav dropping the play, but Sleeky also missing. Pav, the corner, gets past one, tries to get past two, gets demoed. Sleeky now follows it up, bombs it from downfield. Where is Galactic to follow up? Not quite there, and the Dodgers now, they've got half of a Rocket League game left to play and only one goal to find. It's a less shaky position than they were in previous games, but still, they're so often down in these games when you get to the halfway mark.
Yeah, even though the Dodgers are down, I'm looking at the Flames. They're still applying pressure, especially in the outside third of their half of the goal. They can make sure that if you gotta get past them, it's going to take a little bit of effort. How many times have you seen counterattacks die in the corners, die in the last third? It's a testament to the Flames being able to play both defense and then turn it around for shots and goals in their end as well.
Flames defensively standing up every single time the Dodgers have tested them, except one in this game. Oh, this is a chance here, finding the sharp angle, not quite. That's off the crossbar there as Galactic still challenging. Pav gets the initial touch, Galactic tries to follow up. Time and time again, the Dodgers just pelting the Flames net, and you had to imagine it was only a matter of time before they found it.
Part of that Toon Blast, here was a little bit of a clear that wasn't aggressive, but it was just meat and drink, just for Sleeky, just for him. Takes it to the house, 2-2.
And a tie game yet again here. We've got 2 minutes left to play and 2 goals per team. It's a pretty clean, squared up sheet. And it's either team that could take the lead here as the Flames look to attack first. Galactic is now on the ball. Maybe looking for a dunk. Finds a medium one. What a follow-up though from Sleeky. Great accuracy to shoot that one from the middle of the field.
You know what? I like this one because Galactic brings up forward, and then you have Sleeky there as a back option. Here's a time when the play actually works the way they've intended, giving yourself a bit more space on the other side of the pitch. 3-2 Dodgers. They're in the lead now.
Well, this is it. This is the Dodgers' game plan coming to fruition and really paying off here for them. But it's only a 1-goal lead, and if there's anything we know about this Flames team, it's that they can score, and they're trying to do it again here. Pav with a chip in the corner to try and keep the pressure on. Still harassing this Dodgers team in the corner, but Sleeky's got a dribble opportunity. Opts for the dunk instead as Galactic follows up. Off the back wall, Sleeky follows again and proving to be a very potent striker in this game.
Sleeky's warming up now, coming back with the full boost. This giving us a little bit more of an assurance with this boost power. But right there, the shots right where he needs to be. 4-2, the Dodgers. Sleeky's getting to the groove now.
He is, and it feels as though he's doing a good job of controlling boost in the Flames' end as well. You saw there a really important boost steal to take it away from Wolfie, and Sleeky trying to find another one. What a bounce. Galactic surely will find it and gets the follow-up. The Dodgers opening up a huge lead in game number 3.
It kind of feels like a different series now. Sleeky to Galactic. Another back flick. You're making those look easy.
Yeah, you get the feeling he might have practiced a few of those in the old free play, and it's paying off for him here. These are great chances by Galactic, and it's nice to see the Dodgers engaging for both players. So now it's on the Flames. They've got a minute to play, and they're in an unfamiliar position in this series. Pav, though, in a familiar spot, trying to score again. Wolfie backwards, awkwardly, but still gets the touch. Pav just trying desperately to control the possession here. That's off the corner. The Dodgers will control. Galactic, that's a bit awkward, but bumps Pav out of being able to make a play and continues the offense there. I really feel as though there's been a bit of a confidence shift for this Dodgers team, and you see it once again manifesting itself in a goal for Sleeky.
Yeah, a game ago I said, why is Sleeky hanging back so much? And now I know. Sleeky with another goal. 6-2 Dodgers, 30 seconds to go.
No hanging back to be done here. The Dodgers are in full force on offense, and the Flames are facing a very different team here. Pav trying to get a goal in the corner here to get some momentum back that they had earlier in the series. Dodgers pressing back the other way. Sleeky is going to find another one. Gets demoed this time, but even that can't stop him.
I know you're not a man that's easily impressed on the ball, but the fact that the Dodgers scored seven on the Flames, it's nothing to sneeze at.
Sleeky is 5 goals, 10 shots, an unbelievable amount of offense put on by that man, and he is really making this performance count every step of the way. Another nice challenge there in the middle of the field, and the Dodgers, this is the statement they needed. They didn't want a close win here. The Flames, not going to find one there as Pav hits it wide. They might still, just across the goal line. It's still up. They might work for a bit of a rule there, and not going to happen. The Dodgers, wow, what a turnaround for them after the first 2 games being controlled by the Flames.
Yeah, I finally saw a game in the Dodgers playbook to the result. 7 goals is something you say, okay, maybe they had it right all along. This next game is going to be the real test for them. Are the Flames going to adjust to this last game and switch up the game plan, or are we going to see more of the same? Because when it comes down to it, I still think the Flames are a stronger team, even though this game, I see the Dodgers are no slouch as well.
Well, the Flames were challenged there in a different way than they have been previously in the series. So sometimes that can be hard to catch up to. It can catch you off guard for an entire game, as it did there. But now in this game intermission here that they've got time to collect themselves and talk about what was it that the Dodgers changed and what's our counter adjustment. The counter strat got to be something in the way of pushing back and regaining the aggression that the Flames had in previous games, because we've seen that they are fully capable of it when they need to.
Yeah, we definitely saw the Dodgers go up a little more in this guy. And if you're Wolfie, his ground game has been pretty good, being able to block some of the counters, especially in the counters. But Wolfie has to go up too. If he's going to be that handyman, if he's going to be the henchman doing that dirt work, he has to go where the action is. And that may be the difference in the next game here for the Flames.
Well, you talk about Wolfie, he is, for the team of the Flames, the leader in MVPR for this champion squad at 4.54, and he's been quiet in this series so far. It really has been Pav leading the charge on offense, but perhaps that's the missing piece here for the Flames to take this next game, is to get Wolfie a little bit more engaged on offense. And he's starting here by aggressing on Sleegy. Oh, it gets a flicked over top of him though. Sleegy challenging another in the middle of the field. Wolfie now. Ooh, a decent opportunity here to look for a pass. Goes for the slow play instead. Pav with the follow-up. That shot is off target. The Flames here looking to threaten. That's another challenge steered away by the Dodgers. Not out of trouble yet. Galactic on their back wall. That's an awkward touch. Pav sends it into the middle. And the Flames there, you got to feel they might have been able to find a goal had they been a little bit more organized on offense.
I think organized is the operative word. A lot of shots came hard and fast, but they weren't nearly as organized as that one. You see, the Flames had so many opportunities. When it came back to the Dodgers' attempt, it was one shot right, almost dead center from Sleeky. It wasn't the smoothest shot in there, but a goal was a goal. 1-0 Dodgers.
Well, a huge amount of power. Just about imperfect placement, but got away with one, ringing it off the crossbar. And that's another one for the Dodgers as they continue to roll. And the Flames here, they got to make something happen. Maybe it's Wolfie sending one off the crossbar. And you talk about shooting accuracy as well being a big factor. And it seems that's changed a bit for the Flames. They were finding the net time and time again in the early stages of the series, but now the shots just aren't quite on the mark.
Yeah, it was pretty much easy to read that Galactic was going to be the sole scoring option. But when Sleegy warmed up in this game, you really don't know who to focus your defensive efforts on. And that's what we're saying. Once you establish a second threat as equal as or straighter than the first, then that puts you with a whole lot of opportunity to score and on defense. So props to the Dodgers for making this happen.
Well, and it's the Flames trying to make it happen in the Dodgers' end. Big amount of control. Oh, that's a pass rather than a shot. Sleegy scrambling on the goal line. And the Flames spending so much time in this Dodgers end, but again, they're going to have it walked away, and here they reset. In the corner, that's a demo in the backfield. We'll see what Pav does with this. Sleegy sends it to the middle for now. Bit of a miscommunication there. The Flames just not quick enough on the attack. It really feels as though they have the advantage in certain situations, but they're slow to get control of the ball and get it towards the net.
It does seem the attack slows down when it gets to the upper third, almost like a wait and see, trying to find a hold in defense. That's where frustration's setting in. But if they want to score, they have to have faster counters than what you're saying. Correct.
Well, here's a nice shot from Pav, but sent away again. Look at the save tally here for the Dodgers. 4 saves for Sleegy and 1, as we just saw there, from Galactic. So this has not been for a lack of offense from the Flames team. But meanwhile, they got to play some defense here. What a pass into the middle. Sleegy dives on it. Now here's a chance back the other way. Pav bumps Galactic, gets the pass into the mid. Galactic, though, scrambles back. And you really feel as though this Flames team is facing a more challenging defense than they were in previous games.
Yeah, they don't look nearly as organized as the first two games. They still have a lot of firepower left, but Galactic has been able to be more effective in his positioning once they understand that Sleeky can score as well. So the fact that Sleeky warmed up in Game 3 could have been a long play. That could have been the Dodgers play all along, because now even I don't know who to mark when it comes to midfield action.
Well, the action very much in the Flames end here. Nice dunk there, and Sleeky's going to send that one. Galactic, oh, great aerial to get the touch just wide of the net. He looks for the recenter as Sleeky follows up. He can't find the aerial. It's the Dodgers playing the Flames game here and putting multiple chances on, but not scoring as the Flames come back the other way. We are at a minute, just under a minute and a half left to play. This is the lowest scoring game that we've seen so far, and it appears to be working in the Dodgers' favor.
Yeah, definitely a brand new strategy from Team Blue. The Flames are trying to find what their next option, their next scoring package will look like, and haven't quite figured it out yet. This is where frustration sets in. This is also where mistake sets in because of that frustration. So I'll be mindful of that if I were the Flames.
Oh, a big opportunity there, steered away by Sleeky at the goal line. Could have been a big chance, just not dived upon by the Flames player, but here they come again. This is going to bounce low off of the side wall. Well read and pinched by Sleeky. That's a big time clear that's going to waste a lot of the time off this clock. Flames now trying to aggress once again. Pav, though, really handing the ball away, but Wolfie's there to follow up. Looks for the pass mid. Steered aside as Pav follows up. Slowed down to a halt. That's exactly what the Dodgers want here. They're wasting so much time and benefiting from the Flames either not existing, as we saw there, or just not getting organized on offense.
Yeah, looks like the Dodgers are, what they say in soccer, parking the bus here. But it's their own advantage. They're up one goal. It doesn't really matter how many goals you scored, or does it? We're level, 9 seconds to go. Give it up a Pav, man. That's clutch.
Well, Pav has been known to do such things when he gives him the opportunity, and there's the shooting acumen that we saw so often earlier in the series coming through in a crucial moment here. 9 seconds left to play and a tie game. Finally, that Dodgers defense broken down.
Yeah, sometimes having a goal against you so late in the game actually does worse than being blown out, because you hang your head and you go, are you kidding me? I gave him everything, and now we're still just tied. Hopefully it comes overtime. In the Dodgers' case, they edge out on top.
And this is huge for the Flames team that could close this series out 3-0 if they can find one. Oh, big opportunity here as Pav opts to go slow underneath. Sleeky, what a challenge off the back wall to keep that one away. And the Dodgers get away with dropping this series. They've still got a chance. It's the Flames here. Midfield now as Sleeky looks up top. Ooh, that's a double commit that could be punished by the Dodgers or the Flames if they're not careful. Wolfie with the dribble, gets past one. Looks for the pass. That's out to the middle. Pav diving at it. And that's not going to happen. And now a chance back the other way. This is end-to-end action here. Sleeky chipping it over top. Gets the dribble play and the follow-up. And the Dodgers narrowly avoid dropping the series on a goal from Sleeky.
Hey, old man River. Sleeky brings it all the way down and just dunks it himself. Yeah, you know what? It's about high time to give Sleeky that respect. The Dodgers are up, finally, in this series.
Well, they've got themselves one, and they need to have a reverse sweep here if they're going to get the series win, but I think they've shown that now that they can do it, and the conversation then shifts to the Flames. They were so dominating in the first 2 games of this series. It just has all but dissipated at this point. There was a ray of sunshine with that late Pav goal to force overtime, but this isn't the same Flames team I felt we were seeing earlier in the series.
Yeah, it's a game of space. In the first 2 games, you had Sleeky drop back on the top of the key, if you will, waiting to get that service from Galactic, and it was an easy read for me seeing in the booth, and definitely the Flames out there. But once the Dodgers decided, hey, look, we're going to start moving that space around, each of us becoming both defensive options and offensive options, the Flames were a bit confused. Who do we mark? Who do we attack? Who do we set our counterattack against? And that has been the difference. So if you're the Dodgers, you got to keep sticking to moving because you're confusing the Flames to your benefit. You saw in this game, not a lot of goals have scored, but that doesn't mean that you're not doing anything wrong. Dodgers, keep doing what you're doing, and you may come out with a reverse sweep.
Well, it feels like the low-scoring game worked in their favor there, and so the Flames probably are just going to want to pick up the pace and get that end-to-end style of play that seems to benefit them. So that's the change they might need to make here, but they've got to make it pretty soon because we are heading into the late stages of this series. 3 games down and 2 to play, and it's 2-1 for the Dodgers, or for the Flames rather, and a Dodgers team that have finally found themselves a little bit of ground. Galactic trying to find more off of the ceiling early here in game number 4, and let's see what the Flames can manufacture. Wolfie opting for the Fennec. Oh, almost finding a big-time double tap. And the card change, maybe trying to inject some confidence into this series where they've lost it. And to be honest, that can make a big difference for these players to just switch things up and get a fresh look on the field.
Yeah, I understand having a car change when you say, you know, eyebrows down, get into my better car, or a car I'm most comfortable with. But if I'm the opponent, the first thing I'm saying is that's a red flag saying I got into your head so much so you change your whole vehicle craft. But you know what? What do I know? We'll leave with the score 1-0 Flames.
Well, it wouldn't be the Dodgers-Flames series if there wasn't a goal in these first 40 seconds or so. They always seem to be able to find one, and it's very often the Flames doing it. They do it again here. That's Wolfie and that Fennec finding themselves a tally early in this game, and that's exactly how the Flames want to start this one off. But Sleeky's trying to answer back quickly. Ooh, looks for the shot. This is going to be high off that side wall. Galactic follows up, sends it into the mid. Pav uncomfortable there. The Dodgers threaten once again, but Wolfie's there. Galactic. Ooh, that's a close opportunity, almost finding its way into the net. Flames are standing tall here. They've got the lead and they've got the defense they need to keep the Dodgers out.
Yeah, that save was amazing. It was like, get that weakness out of here, but not that one. We're level. 3:47 to go in game 4. The Dodgers made it level. Super cool service. Off the top of Wolfie, Sleeky pops it over. Galactic had all the role and all the room to make it happen. 1-1, both teams.
And my mistake on the game tally, you know what? I hate that this is becoming a trademark of mine, but I messed up on the series score. We are 2-2, and this is game 5. And the Dodgers have just taken a lead in this deciding game in the series. So this is a whole lot more exciting than I had just touted it.
Galactic with the shot, the bomb. You know, it's one thing if you just boom it in there, but watch it roll in, just puts an extra twist in that dagger in the heart of the team. 2-1 Dodgers.
Dodgers take the lead here against a reeling Flames team. There's another follow-up. Galactic just winning the race of low boost and adding another one here. Total solo effort off of kickoff. Nice grab there on that penny at the last second too.
So it isn't so much the number of goals, but how quick they came one after the other. If you're the Flames, you gotta take a deep breath and say, hey, look, 3 minutes is a long time to get those goals back, but it's not gonna do you any good. You're being frantic in the mid-pitch.
And here's Sliggy in that mid. Oh, nice chip over top. Can he find the follow-up? Eager on that rebound, but a little bit too early. Had more time than I think he recognized. And here's Pav back the other way. Galactic makes the save. Wolfie now trying to get a chance of his own. Doesn't get the pass centered, and Pav follows up. This could be trouble. The Flames here really overextended. They got away with it. Now this ball uncontested. Oh, a breakdown there. The Dodgers, a little bit of a miscommunication on defense. Both teams seeing a little bit of scrambly play here in the middle of this game.
Scrambly is the way to describe it for sure, because it doesn't look quite that organized. At the same time, though, it looks like the Dodgers are really to go with more of attacking play. They want to add more goals to the tally, and they get one. Sleeky, here we go. 4-1 Dodgers. I saw this shot and redirect. I'm thinking it may go wide, it may go in, but to the credit of the Flames, Pav got a fender, a hand on it, but it wasn't enough. 4-1 Dodgers.
Great shot from the middle of the field. Opens up a nice, comfortable lead here with just under half the game played. And Dodgers, once again, have got themselves control. Galactic for a play off the sidewall, but the Flames trying to gather themselves in the corner. Sleeky's going to take advantage of the confusion. That's touched aside by the Flames, and Pav gets dunked. Galactic with the pass. Sleeky chips inside, looks over top of the next player. Pav steering that away. It's a Flames team that can hardly get out of their own end consistently, and it's so surprising that this is such a turnaround when they dominated the beginning of this series.
You're not wrong. The Dodgers have figured out the Flames, and not a moment too soon. Accordingly, they wanted to sweep this one, but they'll take as many games as they got because they need to get out of that basement of the Champion League, and it probably starts today the way they've been playing.
Oh, Slinky looking to add another one on the sharp angle. Not quite, but they don't necessarily need it. It was a great save, and this is still a 3-goal lead here. Galactic showing a bit of that confidence on the field. Wolfie's now in the corner, in trouble, and Sleegy positioned far more aggressively than we saw earlier in the series. One of the big differences here. Bit of an unconventional rule 1 there on the wall. Gentlemen's disagreement, and Pav, benefiting from that awkwardness, finds a goal. Really slowed down the play in front of the net.
Hey, it takes a lot to make a goal out of this awkward angle from around the front of it. Shout out to Pav there, but is it too little, too late?
Well, we've got under a minute and a half and 2 goals left to be scored. You have to imagine if the Flames are going to mount this comeback, it's going to result in an overtime that they're going to then have to win to close out this series, and same goes for the Dodgers. Oh, a close dunk. Pav trying to get themselves within 1 goal, but they can't do it just yet. Here's Pav on that goal line. Nice high clear, keeping out of the shooting lane. That's challenged into the mid. Pav's going to chip it down. Sleegy, a little bit awkward there on the touch. Minimal boost to work with. Galactic, that's a troublesome touch into the mid. Oh, Wolfie, though, missing. And the Flames, they get chances, not capitalized. Oh, that was so close there. Pav rings one off the post, and Sleegy barely steers it aside.
Yeah, that could have been another goal for the Flames there. But, hey, look, if you're going to sit there and be in front of goal, might as well get the scoop up there. Props to Sleegy for being in the right place at the right time.
And a passing play there. What a connection between Pav and Wolfie. Pav, the pogo stick recovery coming out of the backfield, and then sends a perfect pass right onto the bumper of Wolfie. And there we go. They are tasked with a 1 goal to score and 30 seconds to do it. This is major crunch time here for the Flames.
Yeah, Wolfie with the score, Pav the clap for the assist, and Wolfie gets another one. And we're about to, and a second ago, we were just about to turn off the lights in Neo Tokyo and hit up Bob's Ramen. We thought this game was over, but now we're level. 25 seconds to go, 4-4 all. I don't know who's got this one, Thunderbrawls. Who you got?
I don't know, but I think we got to call Bob and tell him to hold the table, because this one might be headed to overtime here. And Pav, you know, I worried, as I said, that this is probably going to have to be settled in an overtime, that I might be forcing an unconventional finish, and the Flames here have a chance to end it in regulation now. Here's Pav, chipping it onto the left side. Galactic awkward in that corner there. He's going to be able to follow up, though. Off of the sidewall. It's final chance for either teams. As the time ticks down, Pav opting there not to continue the play. Probably a smart decision there, because he could have threatened having a goal scored in 0-second time.
Man, I love overtime game. Golden goal rules. Next score wins the game for your team. The pressure, the majestic nature of both teams fighting like animals on the Serengeti. This is amazing. This is Champions League, Minor League Esports. I'm excited.
As you should be. Oh, a close chance there. Pav looking to close out the series that has swung back the way of the Dodgers. Galactic off the back wall. This is where Sleegy's really dangerous. Puts the shot on net. Great save there. Wolfie keeps it out of harm's way, and now Pav's back the other way. Gonna look for the centering touch, but he misses the flick, and Sleedy clears. Sleedy back the other way. Oh, it gets the demo, but doesn't get the flick. The pace of play has really ratcheted up here.
Yeah, that was a good play. Understand that Sleegy's been dangerous in that corner flank, just hanging out there. Almost gave Pav the opportunity to score for the Flames. It wasn't for naught, but I like the way they were thinking.
Oh, a chance here for the Flames. It's out of the middle of the field. What a great demo to keep the pressure off. Oh, another demo. This is a double demo and an air dribble coming out from Wolfie. Saved away. Sleegy on the respawn. Wakes up from a nap and makes a brilliant save. The Flames putting on so much pressure here.
From a nap? You think Sleegy snores? Just, I don't know. It was a good shot, though. I can't knock him for trying.
Well, if he does snore, it is a loud, deep, thundering snore, because the man's got a voice for casting, but right now he's got to think about playing as he challenges the ball in the middle of the field. This spurts out to the mid, and Galactic takes control. Looks for the flick there, but gets a demo instead. Oh, and this is major trouble now. Sleegy sends it across too much, though, on the pinch, and this is going to work out in their favor for the Flames instead. Now Galactic Off of the sidewall, that's a great challenge, but Sleeky's going to be ready for it. Galactic, ooh, can't find the doink over top. And this overtime has really seen these two teams rank up the play, and there it is! The pass from Pav out to Wolfie in the middle yet again, and the Flames, after the threatening reverse sweep, close out the series with the overtime goal.
Don't know if you call it the razzle-dazzle, the give and go, the high to low. That was a great exchange, and your Flames are your series winners.
Well, I gotta say, that previous series we saw between Elite and Demolition set a pretty high bar for excitement, but this one surpassed that. What a series between these two teams. Heartbreaking for the Dodgers, who are trying so desperately to do some record recovery and get themselves in winning form, but the Flames, full credit to them for putting it down when they needed to in game number 5.
Yeah, the Dodgers are a franchise up and down, are having their struggles, are not quite where they were a season ago or 2 seasons ago, and the Flames took advantage of that. But if I'm the Flames, I wouldn't be wheeling off to celebrate with champagne just quite yet. The 2 goals, the 2 games you dropped in this series were so critical that on Monday or Tuesday, or whenever you have your training, I would say, guys, we got to go back to basics. We got to go back to square one, because we can't let teams on the bottom side of the table attack you just like that.
That's a fair point, because the Flames also had a losing record coming into this game. We touted them as the favorite only because it was a slightly better losing record, but they were 17-23 going in, so 19-26. Still not as great as I think they would want to be. Obviously, they wanted to get themselves closer to 500 in this series, so they've got work left to be done, but it really feels to me as though they've got the firepower to do it. No, literally, no pun intended. They really showed that they have attacking prowess in this series, and when they were pressured by the Dodgers in the biggest way, they still managed to come out on top, so that shows some real resilience.
Yeah, if I was the general manager here, I'll definitely keep the tandem of Pav and Wolfie. Those two work really well together, and they had a lot of production as far as goals, as far as demos, as far as shots on goals. As far as them winning the game, is a whole other issue for another time and day, but there's a lot to be said here about the Flames, and maybe you can even argue that they're a better team than their record belies when it's all said and done.
Absolutely, and for the Dodgers as well, they performed very admirably, almost getting the reverse sweep, but not quite, and that is going to do it here for this Champion League series. Instead, we look forward to the Foundation League matchup coming up between the Bears and the Wizards. This is MLE presented by APM Music, and we'll be back after a short break. Loss of